Hello, everyone. Welcome to the GSL Pro League Final. My name is Berserkr, and we are here today to witness the first iteration of this final tactical trigonometry taking on EMAN. It is going to be a good game. It is going to be a repeat of the semi-final matchup. I guess you could call it the quarter, since we have the winners and losers bracket here. These two teams are going to go at it again. In the last version of this face-off, we had Tactrig come out on top on Gorodok. However, this is a very different layer on Narva, and a very different point layout here. I think with, we have old barracks coming from, University, old barracks, old hospital, farming sheds, and Ring Road. Unlike last week's match, we do have a midpoint here to fight over. That's going to be Old Hospital. It'll be really interesting to see how both teams play this opening, because of course that opening is so crucial to the rest of the game. I've cast a game on Narva in preseason, and the US seemed to have an advantage, and the armor advantage seemed to be very big. However, in one of those games in the preseason, I believe it was AXV Liquid versus SLS, the Russians overcame that deficit by very good use of their anti-tank rockets. So we'll see if that comes into play. Even with that, that anti-tank win from the Russians, I think the Americans were still too strong. But of course, this is 2 rounds, so both teams will have a chance to play on the American side and affect that, bring that power to bear. Not only Americans, USMC side, really, it is a different faction after all. Now, let's check out the rosters for today's matchup here. We have for EMAN a lot of good players on this roster here, not all of them with English names, so I can't personally tell you what their names mean, but definitely some recognizable names. Look out for the armor players on this EMAN team. We saw a beautiful 1v2 in the BMP2s last time out, so look for a really amazing performance from them. So they're going to be starting on the American side this time out. The first time they don't have the ATGMs. Unfortunately, they're going to be in the labs, or even when they're on the Russians, they're going to be in the BTR 82As. So they only have the autocannons. But just really amazing play from them. Very aggressive backline play from EMAN. Now looking at the Tactrig roster here. Yeah, again, really strong players. Not all of them are from the US. Of course, we have some Canadians, some Brits in the mix too, but a majority of the leadership core is in there. That's why they'll be representing the US today. It's rare to see NA in the top flight of competitive, especially in my first game that I cast in Hell Let Loose. NA is really struggling, but so it's kind of nice to see them here competing for the Pro League title. Will they get it? Honestly, it's hard to say. EMAN is so strong. Their showcase against Pink Mist last weekend really turned me into a fan, especially their armor gameplay. I'm a sucker for good armor gameplay, so that was really a sight to behold. And also their very aggressive backline play. Now, TT did deal with this last time out on Gorodok, so they know what to expect here. A little less trees, a little less height difference, a lot more urban combat. So people who are camping, who have really good angles, can really lock down some good positions here. So that's why, like when I was touching on earlier, the rollout is so important for either team. Whoever gets onto Old Hospital controls it, gets those lanes, controls the apartments beside Old Hospital, is gonna be living life pretty comfortably. So we're just about a couple minutes out from this one starting here. Both teams are filtering into the server here. The refs are getting on the proper sides and getting ready for the roll on this one. So the first match 1, is going to be with EMAN starting on the US Marine Corps side, and Tactical Trigonometry starting on the Russian side. Of course, that means game 2, the second game, will feature TT on the USMC side and EMAN on the Russian side. In between the games, we'll have a 5-minute break, just so we can get some water, the players can rest, of course, because these games can be very intense over a long period of time. But with that second game, there's going to be ticket consideration to behold. So depending on how the first game goes, those tickets are going to roll over to the second game, and then whoever comes out of that with the most tickets is going to be winning there. So one more trying to connect here from TT, and then we're going to be launching the game here. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be live with this GSL Pro League final. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. We are about to get going right here in 30 seconds or less. The final of the Pro League Tactical Trigonometry versus EMAN. We will be casting game one from the Russian side of Tactical Trigonometry. We have local comms, of course, on, so you'll be hearing those very, very shortly here. We'll be following one of the Tigers out of Maine, sure to get into a crazy firefight at the start. Of course, no helicopters on this layer, no tanks either. This is going to be a pure infantry and a light armored vehicle fight. Oh, this is going to be a good game. Game one of part of two coming right up here. Let's get into game and see who wins game one. Enjoy. Checking out the map for the rel out here. It looks like this light vehicle is taking a drastically different route than we would have expected into the battle here. They're going all the way along the bottom side of the map. I think we might want to get a little more action on the middle. Let's rotate over towards Old Hospital here. Say hello to Mr. Bill and the refs in the sky. First few shots popping off here from the Labs and the BTRs. BTRs right underneath the camera, taking some fire. EMAN with a nice deployment here. Using their labs in creative spaces to cover interesting lanes. This is a lane we saw last time on Narva. Right down the middle here with both their labs. One over to the right here by the church. Nice use of cover. You can see completely concealing the body of that lab. Full health here. Only showing the top of the turret again. Really locking down these apartments for the deployment of EMAN. Now Tactical Trigonometry. Ooh, nice position here from Fumin with the MG. Only a 1 chevron cap here on farming shed on the backside for Tactric. They're gonna have to speed that up. Old Hospital's coming available towards EMAN about 15 to 20 seconds earlier. BTR is fighting infantry over here on the bridge, taking 2 shots. Shizuku, oh, lands that 3rd shot, and the BTR is on fire. They're going to end up going down. Tried to pop smoke. It is too late. Down goes the 1st armored vehicle here, and the victory goes towards EMAN. Shizuku with a beautiful rocket into the back of that BTR. BTR overextending a little bit here and getting taken out. Very nice play from them. Score 1 for EMAN. They're going to also get the cap on Old Barracks first and have the ability to start capping Old Hospital. Talking about the apartments and how important they are, look at the deployment here. EMAN has so many numbers here. Only Zat, Zrathor, and Orange Juice are here for Tactical Trigonometry. This is huge for EMAN. And there it is, the cap on Old Barracks. Now there's no cap persisting right now on Old Hospital. EMAN need to rotate some of those bodies across to the point. Farming shed, capping a little slower here for Tactical Trigonometry. Let's take this moment to take a look at the map to see how each team is deploying here. You can see on the backside, Death Medic from Tac Trig, all up in the business, of EMAN. He's going to be marking out any vehicles on the backside too. Wide flank from Squad 5. He doesn't have his outpost though. That's very unfortunate for him. Squad 3 with a nice deployment on the flank. Also looking to pincer this EMAN fob in the middle here. Squad 2 trying to hold out against Squad 1. Evenly balanced here. Even though this squad has been able to get into such a good position for Old Hospital, they're not really able to rotate. Now, only Squad 3 is rotated from EMAN out here. Looking at the rest of the map, looks like pretty decent control from Tactrig. There is some contestation. This fob is down. You can see fighting over the radio here. Looks like Tactrig have cleaned that up and do clean up some of the reinforcements now. Not even going for Old Hospital. They're going to rotate over to maybe face that fob, try to support the rest of their squads there. Killjoy Squad 1, the only one inside there. So both teams do have the points farming sheds and old barracks, so they can start capping Old Hospital. Let's take a look onto the field of play here. Looks like, ooh, that was a hat fired at this transport truck. It goes down immediately. A nice push here on to this apartment building. JBC Simple James versus Legit. Pushing and clearing. Trading kills back and forth. Both teams getting one there. Unfortunately, only Legit made it in. However, Burgundy and Bot have been able to revive and get inside. Bot with a big clutch play right there. Now, what can they get on the stairs? Burgundy goes down. Oh, from behind. He gets taken up both of them. That's a double kill. Huge play right there from that member of EMAN. Zooming out a little bit, though, you can see the positioning of Tactrig here. Trying to flank EMAN. They just don't have the numbers, though. And they're getting caught out in the open. EMAN with a really good position here. Full control of the apartments. Dictating the field of play and starting. Ooh, just a sliver. Just kissing that cap progress. With a little bit of cap on Old Hospital. Very good position here. Crucial. There is a medic still up. Zrathor here. He has Zat with him in the MG. But complete domination of this area by EMAN right now. Old man Constantine going to be pushing this last bastion of hope. Zrathor is the only one up. E1 goes down. Zrathor, it is all up to him.
Here, why don't you go outside?
Ooh, what? Where was that from? I did not see where Zrathor got dropped from there. Maybe through, just through a tight angle, I think, maybe? From below. Really tough tight angle here. Looking at the takedowns, Tactrig is winning this one. However, they are losing the cap and they lost position on Old Hospital here. 32 to 30, 225 to 211. So even though EMAN got that first win, tickets aren't going the way of them right now. But if they do cap Old Hospital, that might change. On the flank here, Meat, Wicked Eye, Maple Syrup trying to do something to push. However, they're getting shut down. Good positioning by EMAN on the flank at radio here. Now in the backside, random members of Tactrig looking to cause some mayhem. Going to be able to spot out this lav up here on the top side. Really good overview of farming shed rotation into Old Hospital or even the apartments. Oh, hearing that fly on the right side, rocket comes in. Who is that? That is none other than Lightning over here, 007. He goes down, but he does manage to get that one hat rocket in. Unfortunately, nobody with him able to put the pressure on, and that BTR is fighting somebody all the way over on the side over here. Let's try and see if we can't find out what's going on. Oh no, BTR is fighting AT right here. Both armored vehicles getting hit by AT. Much more effective AT here for EMAN, you can see the BTR is in really bad shape right now. Shizuku's coming back. Now, does he have the answer? Does he have ammo? Looks like he might. Just waiting to get in position right here. Gonna spot its target through the window. An invisible rocket's gonna go off from him right now. BTR goes down. Lav gets a lot of damage. Look how damaged. If only that BTR was at full health. Where are the roaming AT squads for Tactric? And another win going towards EMAN here. Really good team play. The Lav rotates. The anti-tank infantry stalls for long enough. Beautiful play. Just an outplay, honestly, of the anti-tank infantry of EMAN here. Being able to send more bodies into the back line to take down the armored vehicle. Meanwhile, Tactric only able to send one out there. Does get the damage, but it's not enough. Really nice rotation coming out from EMAN. Let's rotate back over to Old Hospital here because EMAN has been able to capture this one and go up 3 flags to 2. 197 to 189 here. EMAN in the lead with the armor lead here. What can they do pushing on to the farming shed? Their 4th point, the 2nd point for Tactric. And we did say at the start of this one, the Americans seem to be the favorite faction here.
Where is he?
How much damage limitation can Tactric do for their 2nd round? Constantine causing a little bit of chaos on the backside here. Ego not knowing that he traded with him.
Finish up on Northwest though. On East too.
Position beautiful here from EMAN inside those windows. Grenadier trying to take out the shooter in the window. He's just going to rotate to a different one. Nice little position here, Grenadier. Nice little tight angle in the window. Just opening that up, he'll be able to see everything inside farming shed. Get an MG up here, get a GL up here, and it's just very easy to limit the access and the movement around this point for Tactric. Now for EMAN, we can see their plan coming together a little bit on the right side of your screen here, the southwest west flank where they did take down that armored vehicle. They are flanking. M95 pushing in here with support from some of his friends and his team. Micro Meatman on the backside has a good opportunity to possibly find the radio and the rallies. He's going, oh, just a little bit to the east. Radio and the rally on top of each other. That's very interesting there. Maybe using that as a warning sign that somebody's near, of course. That is most likely what it is. Micro Meatman's gonna miss the radio. Tactical strike coming in on the point. Now, where is that landing? Looking at the map, we can see this was down on the radio of EMAN. That didn't do much damage at all. That radio is fine. Look at that. Wow. Mortars handling the radio. It's comfy inside here. Or not. Oh, mortar hits directly outside the door. I thought it was comfy. No, it is not. The mortar barrage does what the Commander Strike could not do and damages the radio. So keep it up, Tactric. That is good work. However, how long can they keep it up for? Look at this push from EMAN from the west. They have almost complete control of the west side here on gas station. This is going to be very rough, especially if they maintain control of the north and south of this road here. They can absolutely control the lane on the back side of this point and prevent reinforcements coming in. Of course, all they have to do is get to the point then. Shifting of mortars over here to this side, not targeting anybody right now. Of course, the hab is actually not even in the building here. It's on the back side. Now for EMAN, they do lose their hab at Old Hospital, and at the same time, Killjoy has pushed onto Old Hospital here. Killjoy energy on point, not affecting any cap progress yet. Still members of EMAN on point here. Two members, Beep Boom, on point here. Another member hiding in the corner here. Gonna take some damage from that nade. Looks like Tactric know he's over here. It's a very tense situation. Almost even on tickets, even right now, 155, 155. Even though it's a 3-2, 69-87, EMAN starting to outshoot Tactric a little bit here. Tactric need to pull off this rotation fast, though, because their opportunity is slipping away. EMAN is pushing onto Farming Shed. They have three members on point, only Timmy Page left defending. Is not looking good for Tactric. Timmy Page does go down. Crispy Rice pushing into the point here. Lifetime. Lang Yen flanking around on the north side. Of course, there is no threat to their control over here because they have full control of the apartments. Shifting over a little bit to the south side here. Noob getting in a little fight here. Long range, mid range fight with Protect Your Neck. Trading fleeting shots back and forth. I do see a little bit of a rotation coming in here. Armor with some infantry onto this fob. Cream and Captain pushing onto the fob right here. They need to suppress this fob, take it out if they have any hope of defending Farming Sheds. Oh, hat goes in and down goes the armored vehicle. Shizuku again, the second time, with a little bit of help from his friend, the Lav from long range. Shizuku takes out the BTR-82A. What a massive play. The second time he's done it this game. Shizuku's on fire with that AT. Going back onto point on Farming Shed. The cap progress has been stopped. Tactric are fighting for their lives right here. 123 to 132. EMAN is up by 10 tickets here. And they've done it successfully, defended this point for now. Crispy Rice, the last one up on point. Lightning, Wicked Eye Mouse fighting over here. However, Wiz is pushing towards this fob. The fob is known. Those GLs going down on the fob, and especially with that armor down. Look out, here comes Harry. Constantine M95 push into the fob right here. Looks to clear it out. Grenades going off all the way. Verm drops. Leave last one alive right here. Wicked Eye Mouse. Three members of EMAN plus the Lav driving around here. Wicked Eye Mouse, the last one up. Farming Shed is contested again. Two more to go here. Wicked Eye's gonna rotate on this one. On top of the hab, laying down. Constantine gonna go for the dig down on the hab here. M95 covering. Such a tense situation to be in right now. Does Wicked Eye Mouse go for the play right here? Constantine, I think he knows that he's on top of the hab. Wicked Eye Mouse is going to spot M95. Doesn't get, yes, he does get the takedown. He's going to have to reload. Constantine has an opportunity to peek. James comes in. Wicked Eye Mouse engages him and goes down. James secures the takedown, secures the hab right here. and this might be it here for tactical trigonometry. They are trying to throw everything at Old Hospital, but it is not paying off. Farming Shed at a third of its cap and decapping 122 to 79. That is about to jump a lot more. 2 Chevron decap as EMAN swarms onto that fob on Farming Shed. Good fight on the end. Unfortunately, Tactric just doesn't have enough to defend. They're trying desperately to go for the double neutral here. I don't think it's going to work. It's too little too late. Defense from EMAN is jamming and gumming up the works, doing a superb job of stopping Tactric from pushing onto point. Franklin, Yuan, Bui Bui Boom. Oh, getting so many takedowns here. Even if they go down, they're just stalling right now. Farming Shed goes neutral. A 5 Chevron decap, or cap, excuse me, on Farming Shed is not what Tactric need right now. They need to reorganize and re-attack Farming Shed. They will not be able to get this double neutral before Old Hospital's cap. Let's take a look at the map here to see how this is playing out. See how late Tactric is on this rotation. They still don't have the fob. Finally, they're on the radio right here with Aidenhoff. Does he just walk by the radio here? Surely not. Okay, there we go. That took a little longer than I expected. Oberhammer here and New pushing in. Crystal is in a 1v2 situation. He goes down. EMAN might be able to save this radio here. Aidenhoff, that's why he was a little tentative to fire, or to start digging, excuse me. The threat from the hill. Oberhammer just wins a nasty fight with Death Medic right there. Takes out so many. EMAN defending so well in so many different spots right here. Everyone from Tactric goes down on the fob on the backside. The 5 Chevron cap is reestablished, and it looks like Ring Road is going to be the last point here for Tactric to fight over. About double the tickets, about 50 more takedowns. EMAN is just absolutely pulling ahead here. Head above the shoulders in those takedowns versus Tactric. Trying to fight back onto their radio here unsuccessfully. Crazy Cow, My Ego, and Verma.
Yep.
And there it is. Farming Sheds for EMAN. 6 tickets to go. This is going to be game 1 in the bag here. 173, probably about 160 to 0, I'd say. We'll see how long those last 6 tickets can hold out for. Just looking at the bodies that are downed right now, many more than 6 on the field. Probably about 10, not that many, honestly. This Cream pushing in here with Captain at the end. Already taking a hit, last ditch effort, 2 tickets to go. And there it is, 165 to 0. EMAN takes the first match. Looking at the scores for both teams right now, let's scroll down and give you a quick ability to screenshot that. There we go. We can look at those scores. Top fraggers, XF. I wish we had less time in the staging, a little more time after the match. But it is what it is. Great first game. EMAN coming out to play there, winning the initial rollout onto the apartments, and then able to transition that into some, also, excuse me, I got to mention it, really beautiful takedowns onto those vehicles. Oh, beautiful. That really, I think, was the decisive edge. Yes, they did have a good roller at the start, but they were really kind of hamstrung in those apartments. I think Tactric definitely want to replicate that next time on the USMC side. They want to get those apartments. But the vehicle wins, really setting EMAN above Tactric in that one, winning them a lot more tickets and a lot more ability to shape the battle. You saw how after both of those vehicle wins, EMAN was allowed to then rotate that asset into the back line, either supporting an attack on the hab on either point, or allowing it to get in a good position to just take out infantry on a nice shooting lane. They did it really nicely on the sheds there at the end. You saw how that lab just rotated straight around after repairing, easily suppressed and eliminated some infantry that was holding some tight angles, allowing for that squad to push in, camp the hab, and ultimately win the gunfight. the poor member of Tactrig there, 1v3, 1v4, 1v5. He did really well for himself to defend as much as he could, but Tactrig just lacking some bodies in key situations. I think we might see a couple more of them deployed to that anti-tank role to combat EMAN's light armored vehicles possibly, but also the BTR-82A is much weaker than the LAV. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with the second round of this final. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. And yeah, this is going to be a really good one. Tactrig have a mountain to climb for this second match. We'll be right back. Invisible rockets gonna go. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the first round of this GSL Pro League final. We are ready for the second round. 165-0. EMAN took the first one. Let's see how this second one plays out. I'm super hyped. Tactric have a mountain to climb in this second match. Let's see what they can do with it. Going on board, this time with the Tigra, and hopefully heading straight to point, doing some crazy shenanigans. Let's get it. On board the Tiger of M95, MTT, and a few others. Well, we're not exactly going straight towards point. We're going down the train tracks here. And by the looks of things on the map, we might run into some... Oh, no, this is not looking good. Deployment coming out from both sides right here. Oh, we're going to have a light vehicle fight. Here we go. They drove right by each other. Stop! Turn around! Oh, it looks like they're not gonna fight that one. Interesting. What we do have, though, is the Tactric Labs going even deeper than EMAN did last time. Look at this control. Look at this domination. Constantine is the only member of EMAN to get into the apartments, and immediately Soviet gets him down. Runaway train goes. Velagi not going to make it. BTR fighting something on the other side. Oh no, the BTR almost gets taken out by the Humvee. Captain and Cream finish it off. Down goes one. The second BTR all the way on the other side of the map. Not helping out at all. Laffy kind of out of position right here. And both Lav just running roughshed over EMAN right now, clearing everybody out of farming sheds. Can you tell that the light armored vehicles are a little salty from last round? Because I sure can. Now, important thing here is that they don't get carried away, because here comes this BTR. Laffy in 1001 fighting, already taking a hit. Here comes the Lav. Wins both vehicles for EMAN, down right at the start of this one. A double chevron cap onto old barracks. Tactrig are coming back really strong in this game too. They have control over farming shed, and they're looking to win this final. Wow, a crazy opener, really pushing it to the limit right there with that deployment, but it's paid off magically here right now. Only Lifetime and Lang Yan are left. The radio is in the middle of a bunch of red right here. Now, if Killjoy or Soviet or any one of the Tactric boys can find this radio, that's probably going to be the game right there. Now they're falling back, a couple falling back to Cap Old Hospital here, but already one chevron Cap Old Hospital. Farming shed is stalled at 10%. I guess Tactric were sleeping in the opener. EMAN have a big deployment though. The Lav is damaged, gonna have to fall back. Where are those hats for EMAN? They're gonna be super necessary right now to get back into this game. E1 is Zrathor Brain defending against almost double the numbers right here. They need to win these fights. Fumin's gonna win that 1v1 though. That is not what one needed. Zrathor's next up. Holding the tight angle here on farming shed. Finally the one chevron cap starts, but it's at the wrong time. Old Hospital already on that one chevron cap too. So even if Tactric lose farming shed here, and it looks like they might, they're still really in the lead. Here comes Miss Cream and Cap'n. Low health Labs. Dangerous play. Looking to stall this cap. Can they do it? Down to one chevron. Oh, old man gets the rocket off, and it does connect. However, still complete domination here from these Labs. Big hit right there from the AT. Lav needs to get out of here. Don't want to go down. Just want to stall that cap, and they have stalled it. Farming Shed's back. It's about halfway to cap, and Tactrig is on a 3 chevron cap on Old Hospital. So mission accomplished right here. Don't lose this vehicle. So important that they don't lose this vehicle. Now remember, it's 165-0 in the first game, so Tactrig just needs to beat that number. So aggressive with these labs here. Not quite finding the name spawn of EMAN. Neither lab finding that spawn. Treemeister over the hill finds the whole squad. What can he do? Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3, trades with the 3rd. Nice play there from Treemeister, even stalling Farming Shed that much longer, and the 1 chevron decap is coming onto Farming Shed. Beautiful opener here from Tactrig. Using those LAVs so well, just not allowing anybody into the field of play. And EMAN are found to be chasing the game. Look at them all over by Old Hospital still. As long as Tactrig can continue this cap. Oh my God, missed creamy cap. Not done yet, going deep over here onto the EMAN squad. Gonna take everybody out. Hiding in the bush is laying in for his life. 2 chevron decap on Farming Shed right now. They're just rotating those labs in and out. This is a dangerous game here. If they do lose both labs, there will be a certain power spike that EMAN will have to come back into this one. But it's so important to just secure this cap on Farming Shed. Drives into the wrong neighborhood here and gets absolutely destroyed. I don't know what MPT was thinking. That was not the right decision there. Maybe trying to drop out a hat or something to try and get an easy kill there. Didn't work out. And here comes the rotation again. EMAN is not allowed to get anywhere near this point. Let's take a look at the map. Ring Road is almost completely dominated by Tactrig. They might just keep on trucking over to Ring Road after this caps. 4 chevron cap here on a Farming Shed. EMAN is in huge trouble. Finally, down goes the first lab here. Very important to try and keep the second one up. Don't want to lose both and get that timing up. But with the way it's going, I mean, EMAN don't have control over either point. Really is the gamble right now. Do you pull this back and bring it onto Ring Road to secure it? Or do you just keep trucking right now, keep it on position, try and limit EMAN's accessibility to either point? And honestly, I think this might be the right play here. Pull it onto Ring Road, use it. I mean, there's nobody from EMAN even close here. Just a complete domination from Tactical Trigonometry. 4 chevron cap, 90% onto Farming Shed. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. After that first game, this is a completely different team. What was said at the intermission to light a fire under Tactical Trigonometry? And there it is, Farming Shed caps. Ring Road is on a 1 chevron decap. Lav is doing work in, this is a really vulnerable spot right here. So necessary though. It's gonna find the medic also. Should be able to see that medic there. Possibly. No, the medic's pretending to be dead by laying down funnily. That's such a silly thing how you can just clip through the ground like that. I love it. It's one of those things that makes the game unique, you know? Oh! Looks like a snapshot going onto that medic there. Franklin gonna take out Miss Cream. Ring Road is on a 5 chevron decap though. I mean, what can EMAN do here? They're trying to rotate in. That lav rotating around the point. Something's on fire. Looks like it's just a Logi truck. On no side of Ring Road is EMAN even close to the point. They're so far away from this one. Franklin, M95 have the best chance here. Zats here. Franklin goes down. All that's left is M95 and his buddy, the medic over here. But the lab's just camping on point. 5 Chevron decap, close to neutral, 226 to 118. M95 has the weight of this game on his shoulders right here. He's on the Hab. He doesn't have anyone. Okay, he does have the medic to proxy it. Hab is proxied here. But where's the backup? There's no backup right here. Fighting over the hill, J1. It's a complete role reversal here. Turned up to 11. Stalling outside the point, not allowing them into the point. Rocket comes in. I do think I might have missed there. M95 does drop, though, at the same time. So the Hab's going to be no longer overrun. And Treemeister's going to take him out. Now, this is down to a 1 Chevron cap. Very important. EMAN is slowly grinding the bodies down here, and they have to, though. EMAN needs to do this or they lose. 1 lab still up on point. I don't love that lab's positioning right now. It is trying to suppress anybody to the south here, but he's very static. That rotation and that movement is what really made it worth the while. They were able to rotate all the way around the point and stop different pushes from different angles and slow them down. Right now, they're very static. Very easy for rockets to hit them. Now it looks like they are suppressing the Hab on the opposite side. We are going to see some movement coming out from them, though. Off the wall here. Boom, boom, boom. Potential for a big play. Gets 1, 2. Cannot get the third. He goes down. Would have liked to see him rotate after those first 2 kills to a different angle there. 5 Chevron cap. And you know what? Trig looks like they're going to win this final in dramatic fashion. However, here comes EMAN. A line attack from their whole team. Now the lab is right here. The lab could simply drive out. Oh, the hat misses. No. Not having the luck of the first game. What a crucial miss that was. 95% in tactical trigonometry. Come back in amazing fashion to win this game by a lot of points here. The bleed is on 270 to 55, and here it goes. What a comeback. What a game. I mean, oh man, to go from being one of the reasons your team lost the first game, then the definite reason your team won. The armor for Tactrig must be on the clouds right now. They absolutely dominated this game, dominated the enemy armor, dominated the enemy infantry, and put their team back in the position to win this tournament. Now, BTRs are up. What can they do? BTR's already taken 1 hit. It's firing down the road right here at infantry. Takes another hit, critical damage. Here comes the rotation from the lab. The BTR is already on fire. 10 tickets. That is the game. Tactical trigonometry win the first edition of the GSL. 248 to 0 in the second game with a statement. Amazing play. Wow. I could not foresee this one. Beautiful ending to this one. Huge props to the vehicles for tactical trigonometry. They just came out of the gate like bats out of hell and dominated that second game. My gosh, have you ever seen something like that before? Wow. That's just a benchmark for competitive squad for me right there. Beautiful play from Tactrig. The aggressive strategy, they needed to do it to win. There was no other opportunity. If they did not do it, they were going to lose. They knew the benchmark they had to hit, and they smashed it out of the water by 100 tickets. Who could have seen that coming? Now, we knew that the American side was stronger, but the aggressiveness, the decisiveness to take those apartment towers, only 1 member of EMAN made it into the apartment. It's crazy. And then to continue those beautiful rotations, juggling the aggro of the AT, consistently rotating those vehicles around and eliminating every single squad that got near the point that they needed to take. It's been a pleasure. That was just an amazing sight to be seen. This is my first time casting competitive squad, and I can't wait for the next edition of this tournament. I hope you guys did enjoy this cast, of course, my name is Berserkr. I do cast competitive Hell Let Loose, and I guess now competitive Squad. Count me in as a huge fan. Congratulations to Tactical Trigonometry for their win in amazing fashion. Yeah, and if you did like this stream, feel free to like the channel, follow the channel. The VOD is up on YouTube right now. You can click the links in the description if you want to go back and watch some of those amazing plays from both sides. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you want to check out some competitive Squad, again, I think we'll be trying to stream the next tournaments, but stay tuned because we're going to be making a video of this last finale. We'll have highlights, we'll have shorts, but also a cinematic documentary style video of the last couple games with interviews from the team captains, from the players themselves, and some other spice edit in there. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to work on that this week and try and get this out maybe next Saturday. Tomorrow on the channel, we have some competitive Hell Let Loose. If you're interested or want to check it out, it's very competitive like Squad here. I don't know really if anything can match that second game by TacTrig. But that'll be on the channel tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And I hope you guys have a great night. And congrats to TacTrig. You really blew it out of the water there with that second match. Whew, I need to go cool off and have a drink. But you guys have a great night and a great rest of the weekend. Goodbye.